A lovely golden hue cast on the south portico of the White House here in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Greetings, everyone, from Washington, D.C. The Wizards playing host to an Eastern Conference affair here at the Verizon Center. The Hawks here looking to pick up one on the road before returning to Atlanta. They're in 9th place in the Eastern Conference, still in the playoff picture, but they could use some wins.
Right now, Kevin, I tell you what, the sand in the hourglass is running short. They've got to make a move if they're ever going to make one. They need to do it now.
Yeah, this may be their last chance right now. I mean, I don't know if they have what it takes, but we're going to find out quickly.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Teague out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Carroll in at the 3 slot. Here's G, who's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
You know, the issue really with Atlanta this year and moving forward isn't that they're a bad team. They've just been kind of stuck in that middle road of mediocrity. They're competitive, play hard. They're hoping to find a way to get to the next level now.
A nice shot by Teague. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's G. Teague covering. There's a screen. Now Pierce. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots from 12. And that one's good. Beal's got 5.
Well, nice way there to get your first basket of the game.
And Atlanta has possession. It's a 3-point game. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
I don't think the outcome here, Kevin, was determined until very late in the game. I mean, a tough battle this one was throughout. And when the seesaw ended, it was still close. But they ended up with the short end of the stick.
I don't know how many times the league changed hands, but it sure felt like a lot. That was a really fun game to watch.
Now, here is Gortat, averaging 8 points a game.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Outside Teague. Horford sets a screen for Teague. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
And that's going to be a treble. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. Number 1, the Wizards.
Seems like they're whole team is in a great rhythm from the three-point line right now. They've put on a display from long range.
Passes it to Bazemore. Millsap kicks it to Bazemore. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Beal, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Wizards leading by 3. Here's G. Fires from 14, and that one hits back iron.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Teague, the pass to Millsap. Teague kicks to Carroll. Teague dishes to Bazemore. Here's Millsap. Horford trying to free himself up. Millsap misses.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
And that one's good by G. G's got his first bucket of the night. For the Washington Wizards, they won their last contest, that game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And a very confident performance offensively, I think, guys. Is really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And, Steve, you got to love that kind of performance on the road. I mean, to be a great team in the NBA, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team's building. Really solid.
Wizards leading by 5. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We went over the matchups in tonight's game, and when we came to Nene, he told me, now there's a player. You just don't find big men with that kind of body who's that light on his feet. I don't know if it's his soccer background, but the way he moves, it's awfully tough to stay between him and the iron. Guys, that's the goal, but we'll see if they're able to make it happen. Back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. G passes to Pierce. With some arc, that's good.
They worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out. Paul Pierce, a 16-year veteran, and last season his first not in a Celtics uniform. It took some getting used to, both for him and for us.
Here's Bazemore. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. And here they come. Pushing it up.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup. Boy, you just had to love the reception for Pierce and KG in their first game back in Boston. No surprise there. The fans there, some of the best in the league, and they showered those guys with tremendous love, cheers, and appreciation. Well-deserved for what they've contributed as Celtics and certainly as NBA.
A moment to check out Kent Bazemore here. How the second half has shaped up for him. He's averaging 11 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers might not reflect it, but the effort's really been there for him. He's going to get rewarded soon enough if he keeps getting after it like he has been.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, Steve. He's been unlucky not to have filled up the stat sheet more because his play has really been solid.
And, Steve, no less than the great Celtic John Havlicek dubbing Paul Pierce as the greatest one-on-one scorer in Celtics history.
Yeah, the 10th overall pick back in 1998. What a find. And you could argue that he and Dirk Nowitzki were the 2 best players drafted that night. Defensively, this team is just giving up way too many open looks.
You're exactly right. And to battle back, they've got to shore that defense up, Steve.
Now here is Horford. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And a huge rebounding night as well, really controlling the glass.
Here's Teague, a 12-point game. Millsap a screen. Here's Bazemore. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that was kind of clumsy looking. He was not going to get away with that.
He climbed all over him like he was on the ladder. I mean, that's an easy over-the-back call there.
Here's G. T covering. G. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Here's Teague. Horford trying to free himself up. And they get it, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Wizards.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Now here's Teague. He has 6. Horford with a screen on Pierce. Teague with the ball. Now Pierce defending. From 15 feet away, and he hits the jump shot. That's now 8 points for Teague. Wizards leading by 10.